Do you find that they are looking at the case and saying like, "Oh, this is a real problem and we should, put more guys into it," or are they
No,
kind of
the bureau wasn't, and when I say bureau, headquarters, there really wasn't even. They'd kind of moved on to other things, so they weren't even looking at this, and we weren't keeping them updated with this the stuff we were doing.
And so when is the next conference?
So now the next conference is roughly a year later, and it's in Miami, Florida. And I get invited. That I'd been notified that my dues were up, and I even questioned whether to even re-up because LA wasn't taking that big an interest in the case. I had transferred down to San Diego, so I'm working the Asian criminal syndicate case out of San Diego, even though it's up in LA. I'm working the Vietnamese gang case, which is out of San Diego. I've got the NAMBLA case, but LA wasn't all that interested. When I got to San Diego, I met an agent, John Carruthers, and he he worked the cyber crimes and the FBI's initiative for child exploitation. And I I'm not even sure. I think I looked it up. I tried to find somebody in the office that who's working this in the office. And so I met with John and I explained what I'd done in LA. And oh, he was so enthusiastic. And his supervisor, Jeff McKinney, they they both said, "Let's do it. Let's go after it." So I had an enthusiasm in San Diego that I wasn't seeing in LA. And in LA, it had kind of fallen off the radar, except my occasional correspondence because I was knee deep in Smoking Dragon. So John and Jeff, they said, let's go after it. So I submit my new dues.